there. Basically what we want to do is make sure that you've got all the ingredients to go all the way. That's the bottom line. What do you need to do to pass the aptitude test? Well, we'll talk about it in a second, but a good all-rounder is pretty much what we want to say here. Somebody who can hold together a little bit of everything and not spike or peak at any particular point. That's quite important. So in the actual aptitude test itself, you arrive into the flight school. It's a computer-based test initially, where you do things like maths, verbal reasoning, memory, slalom, all that kind of stuff. And you can buy little packages online and practice this kind of stuff beforehand. And I would suggest that you do that because the failure rate here is kind of 2 and 5, and it's normally the two that don't prepare the people who actually fail it. You do a simulator check. I know a simulator check sounds quite daunting to me, having flown for the last 20 years. A simulator check is something I would be quite scared about, but actually, what it is to see that is the word trainable, is teachable. I'm using the right words, but basically, we need to know that you can sit in an airplane and take direction from an instructor, and you can communicate very clearly with them. So you're assessed really not in your flight skills, because you may never have flown an airplane before, of course, but your learnability, teachability, talkability, all those kind of things that make it an easy job, I suppose, for us to train you. And finally, then you do an interview with human resources and a senior pilot at the end. Again, what we want to see here is that you have a passion to want to become an airline pilot. People who are 100% invested in this always work. They always get a job. They'll be fine. Some people who say, well, I'm 95% sure I want to do this. I'd say to you, if you're 95% sure, stop right now and go find something else. You need to immerse yourself in this 100%. Otherwise, it won't be as smooth sailing as you want. Okay. So the integrated course is the one-stop shop, I think, really, when you think about flight training. It's the one-stop shop to getting all the boxes ticked in one go. It's a full-time course. It takes about 16 months to do. And it's hugely intensive. I mean, somebody asked me today, they might miss out on college life and stuff like that by coming to a flight school, and you absolutely will. There is no kind of lectures that you can not show up to and be out every Thursday night, and it doesn't work like that. You're kind of really immersed in this 24/7, 365 and a bit to get through it. So it is kind of like squeezing your whole college life into a very short space of time. The only bonus to that is after a year and a half, you're sitting in front of an airliner, you're earning some money, and you're doing, I hope, what you really want to do in life, which is fly airplanes.